To reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On play action, Lock. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play, but they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And the Jets set to take the field. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Block going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. We ain't giving up nothing today. Ready. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's the Jets punter now. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Gets around him. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, Bell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 24 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage for him.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it looks like they weren't on the same page. Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But when one person does it and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw it is Locke. And the catch made by Johnson.
You go, 91.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. Locke now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Locke now on 1st down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
With the score, Jets 10, Broncos nothing.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch twist. What up?
Running from the gun, Johnson. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that? Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play. Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Lock now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 27, block, incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Block going to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
30 base.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me is balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Callaway. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Block now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Get it ready.
Now Locke. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke. Johnson's got it complete. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught by Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
March 47. March 47.
At the Broncos' 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw again on second down. Locke. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Locke again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Locke trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with two teams who have had some memorable playoff battles in the last decade or so. New England on the road to take on Baltimore. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Pats seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital, see what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Ray McCloud, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Bell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Out of the gun now on third down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Set 90, Wolf. Get it. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Eight, read. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On play action, they'll throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Down. 10-2 stop. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field.
Under pressure, they got him again. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run the counter. Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Lucky.
Let's go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Block now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second and 9, Lock. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ja'Kai Polite just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. On third and long, it's Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Lock going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Watch right. Here we go, D. Here I come. Shoot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
check, 47.
What's the run? They're running it.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Let's go, D.
He's coming.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Jets on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Undercrush. Hit it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now. It's Bell, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Ready. Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell about 3 yards there to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Bell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And his kick is indeed good, and their lead will swell up to 28. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Broncos coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Locke looks to throw it again. Johnson's got it complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
5.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.